A young farm boy intercepts a distress call from the captive Princess Leia. Let's talk about the film that started everything, Star Wars: A New Hope. Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. And with this film, it is about Imperial forces hold Princess Leia captive under the orders of Darth Vader, while Luke Skywalker and Han Solo, captain of the Millennium Falcon, along with a Wookiee, a old man, 2 droids, must go and save the princess, help the Rebel Alliance, and restore freedom throughout the galaxy. And it is just crazy how this film started Star Wars. Started this whole giant franchise. With this film, it stars Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker, Harrison Ford as Han Solo, Carrie Fisher as Princess Leia. The Holy Trinity right there. Along with Alec Genesis as Obi-Wan Kenobi, Anthony Daniels, Kenny Baker, Peter Mayhew, Peter Cushing, David Prowse, and James Earl Jones as the voice of Darth Vader. And with this, it introduces a lot of these iconic characters for the first time. Introducing the Force, introducing the Jedi, as we get the most iconic villain of all time, Darth Vader, and just a lot more. Because with this film now, it is iconic, it is a masterpiece. But back then, George Lucas didn't have faith in this film. It was his ex-wife that saved the film with her version of the edit, but George Lucas still didn't have faith. Skipped the premiere, went to Hawaii with Steven Spielberg, and that's where they came up with Indiana Jones. And I remember seeing about how the cast made fun of the film, only for it to be a huge hit and have an impact on cinema afterwards. Because with this film, what George Lucas did with this film, sure, it is space battles, but he did more than just have it just be space battles, as there's politics in it. And there's a lot more with that can easily be looked up online. George knew what he was doing. But how the original Star Wars is, it's like an action adventure in space that introduced these iconic set of characters and this story of the Force, the dark side, the light side, and these iconic characters. Because let's be real, these characters are awesome. Han Solo is one of the coolest characters ever. Luke Skywalker is one of the most relatable characters, and you have a badass princess. And with how this film is, watching all the main Star Wars films in chronological order, while it was released in '77, it is still one that stands out to this day. With this film, it takes place 20 years after Revenge of the Sith, and it is interesting to see by this time how the Empire has taken over almost all of the galaxy. Seeing how the rebellion is at this time compared to the projects that take place before this film, and just so much more. But with this being the original Star Wars film that introduces everything, before it was revealed that this was Episode 4, I do feel like that it did a good job introducing all these concepts, as there is a bit of a mystery about all of it. Who is this old man with a lightsaber? Who are the Jedi? Who are the Sith? And I do believe that it did great with that. The original Star Wars film will always be iconic, whether it's the original cut or a lot of the edit cuts that George released throughout the year. One thing for certain is that Han saw it first, no matter what. Then again, the Solo film showed that he saw it first. And even though with this film, some of the dialogue isn't the best, like even Harrison Ford and Mark Hamill made fun of it, it is just an iconic film. It was a game changer for cinema, and it was a start of one of the best franchises ever. Overall, Star Wars: A New Hope is just iconic. It is a masterpiece, and it is one of the best films ever. It is one of my favorites, but what are your thoughts on A New Hope? Let me know in the comments below, and follow me for more.